if you guys ever wonder why we're so tired at the end of the day. So the whole idea of, oh, if you follow the kiln schedule, they all dry exactly the same, that's wrong. Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Chip? Let's go get some logs. Yeah, you gonna navigate? Let's hook the trailer up first. It's been raining every day this week and last week. So I haven't been able to get as many logs as I would like to. But if you're a sawmill, you gotta buy logs, right? Let's get them. Let's hook the trailer up. This will be fun. I got a bunch of stuff parked right in the way. I got my tiller there, I got the lawnmower, I got the bush hog, I got the skid steer. In the back of all that is my, oh, that's nice beeping too. Let's see if I can thread this needle. Yeah, I may make it. Nothing like watching it on TV, huh? These backup cameras are pretty nice. Let's get this thing plugged in. We're good there. Trailer, the landing gear up. Let's put the side posts on. Heavy steel. Walk around the trailer. You check all your trailers, tires, make sure they're up, which they are. You can bang on them, but you'll know if they're flat. I always like to make sure my paperwork is in my truck. That way if I get stopped, hopefully, I won't get too bad of a ticket. Let's go. Trailers hooked up and rolling. Alrighty, we're back. Nice load of logs. Chip's always very studious when we're driving, just to make sure I'm paying attention. I don't even film when I'm driving, except when I'm coming right into my driveway. In order to haul logs legally, you've got to, if you're over a certain weight rating, like I am, not body weight, trailer weight, you got to go to yearly DOT inspections, and I do. And part of that inspection is making sure your straps are up to snuff and the rest of your trailer's up to snuff, and I do that. So if you're going to be on the road, be safe. Don't kill somebody. I have to admit, one of my pet peeves, I think everybody's peeve, is when you drive down the road, you see somebody with some rickety trailer that you know is just going to fall apart, and they're hauling a big load of logs or lumber with it. That just aggravates me because, you know, I mean, my kids are on the road too. You don't want to hurt anybody. It's just logs. Be a pro, right? I really don't want to be using blue for these. I've got my tiller on the back. It doesn't weigh much. When you're unloading logs, you want a lot of ballast on the rear end, and well, you don't flip over. And some of these are some pretty decent sized logs. I mean, the issue is when it's wet, the skid steer destroys the ground, and I just say not have it just destroy my ground. So I'm going to try it with old blue. I mean, it'll lift these. It's just I'm not sure I can keep both back tires on the ground. And I could change out my tiller, but I got one more thing I want it to be doing, so I don't really want to waste my time on that. So let's see if we can get these logs unloaded. Trick when you're unloading logs and you're a little light, you try to go up and get it, kind of see how you're doing. You don't really want to commit. Oh. You don't really want to commit till you know you can handle it. And then normally what I'll do, I can feel them light. I will see right now, I've actually got it standing on the post of the trailer. I don't know if you can see it or not right there. So this allows me to pick it up slowly, kind of get a feel for it, and then start dropping it. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. In case you're wondering, this is a box elder. Flame box elder to be exact. I don't have that one in the middle. Go back and pick it up in the balance point. There we go. That looks better already. Good old blue. I was doubting you there for a minute. Like I say, it's got more than enough lifting capacity. It's just, with this tiller, it's just pretty light on the rear end, but that's a nice walnut, 16 foot. A little crooked. It's gonna make good slab wood. Main thing is I'm not just destroying my log yard at this point. We've got a lot of walnut to saw up. A lot of other stuff to saw up. This rain's kind of hurting us. I mean, people are going to say, it's a sawmill. What do you care about what your log yard looks like? Well, I do. I try not to destroy it. Now, back in the old days, I destroyed it. And it would take it'd take all summer for it to recover, and it looked like crap every time I went by, and I just got tired of it. So these days, I am a little more careful about what I do to my property. Kind of funny, I get asked all the time, where do you get your logs at? It's like, man, I'm not going to tell you where I get my logs at. That's like asking a professional fisherman where he's catching his fish at. Now here's something kind of cool, and I probably don't have to use it, but I might, just to show you something. Let's take these guys off. See, that way I don't have to lift this high. This is a pretty heavy log, and that maple back there is real heavy. So this way, instead of having to lift full height, I just have to lift over there. So let's go get the other one. And this is a smaller log than the ones I just removed, but still, to kind of show you some stuff. And the way you do this, you kind of put your cage on the bottom, kind of roll it back. It doesn't slam into the cage, it slams into the side supports. Come up a little bit, pull forward. See that? Now it's on the supports. I'm fully lifted, no stress on the tractor. Pull it over, back it up, and that's it. Kind of ease in under, try to get to the balance point. Do not hit my trailer with my forks. They don't damage it. Ease up on it, tilt up, take the load. That looks pretty balanced. And again, the cool thing is, look at there, all I got to do is just basically back out. I don't have to raise up real high. See that? Everything's stable, no big deal. Let's get this one unloaded. And last but not least, you got to clean your trailer deck off. You don't want Stuff like this hitting people behind you, not very polite. People said they want to see day-to-day operations of a real sawmill. This is the stuff that you got to do. Keep your sawmill running. You need logs. Now, typically, I will buy veneer grade logs. That one's got some, oh, cute. Got some fern on it. There we go. Pretty clean trailer. Very little damage. It's only been raining for a week. That could be real bad. Let's see if I can slalom course around all this stuff here. Let's try not to hit the power pole. Let's try not to hit my bush hog. Let's swing it in. Let's try not to hit the dump trailer. I have put gravel down where I park my trailers just because we move them a lot and you just don't want the trailers sinking into the mud if you can help it. All right, now we just got to reverse what we did. All right, we're unhooked while we're at it. Let's check the kilns. Since I'm right here. All right, that's good. 120, 100. That's right where I want it to be. Compressor's off, everything's off. Good. That's working. Let's go check the other one. Oh, looky here, we're good. Let's see where we're at. It says we've hit the end of the cycle. That's good. Let's see what our moisture is. We're still a little high. This is why it's so important to have moisture probes in your lumber stacks. I got one stack that's high. It's 9, 8, 8, and 11. It averages to 9. But the point is, look, that one's higher. So I don't have to go into the kiln. I don't have to do anything. I can just walk by and look at it this quick and say I got one stack that's misbehaving. The other ones went down to 7% and bounced back up. That's normal. So you do typically have a rebound. So when you're drying, it'll go down to 7%. If you just let it sit for about a day, don't do anything, you'll notice it'll come back up. There's still a little residual moisture in the core that's trying to get out through the case or the outer edge of the boards. That's normal. So what you see is I dry to 7, it bounces back up to 8 to 9, that's normal. But I got one stack that is 11%. I'm gonna have to pull that down pretty hard, which we're about to do, or which I just set to do. And I'll come back tomorrow and it should be good. The others should be good. It may take an extra day because that's 3% up. I'd really like to get it around 8% before I sterilize. So the other ones are good, but that one's high. Anyway, this is why it's so important to have moisture probes in the wood. If you buy a kiln that doesn't have moisture probes, that comes part of it, or install them yourself, I mean, why? Look how fast I can look at this and decide what's going on. A little high, perfect, way high. I'm gonna pull that one down. I've got my wet bulb and dry bulb the way I want it. Wet bulb, dry bulb, 120, 100. I don't have to go in the kiln. I don't have to measure anything. All I gotta do is shut the door and walk off. For the life of me, I cannot understand any kiln manufacturer that sells a kiln that does not have built-in moisture probes. To me, it's just absolutely stupid. To me, that's like, I don't know what that's like. That's like installing an air conditioner
than having the thermostat not give you the actual temperature. A kiln dries lumber. So why wouldn't you just install moisture measuring probes in the kiln as part of it? Now the one I got, this L200M, it does. From my understanding, the new Nile does not. And some of the vacuum kilns do not. And they simply say, oh, trust us because, you know, if you give it enough time, it's going to dry based on schedules. And I call that a bunch of poppycock. That's a polite term for bull. Because right there it shows you that if you don't have moisture probes in the kiln, 3 of the 4 packs are perfect. 1 was high. All treated the exact same way. It really aggravates the engineer in me. It's like building an airplane and not putting an altimeter in it. It's like, it's supposed to fly. How high are we? I don't know. There's the ground. We're pretty high. In a kiln, well, is the lumber dry? I don't know. The egg timer went off and said the lumber's been in there long enough. Sure, it's got to be dry. And then I get a phone call from the kiln operator, or worse yet, a customer who says, well, I just bought such and such lumber from such and such kiln operation, and the wood's not dry. Can you call them up and explain it to them? I go, no, you need to call a lawyer, or you need to call them up because they're screwing you. Now, a lot of times it's just out of they don't know, but a lot of times they know and they just hope the customer doesn't know. Come on, big dude. Chip. Come on. There we go. We ain't done yet, boy. All right, now we can get back to work. Found my other glove. Big walnut. Always put the bow up. Every board that comes off the sawmill at one point has to go through the planer. Doesn't make much sense to have a really high production sawmill with a planer that drags you down. We just checked the weather and it's not supposed to rain. All of a sudden it's raining on us. Are you kidding me? Last board. I'll dump it. Yeah, there's the walnut. There's that walnut. Let's go shut the generator off. He got lonely out there all by himself. And it looks like we just made it. It's fixing to rain. If you guys ever wonder why we're so tired at the end of the day. So now we got to dump it and then we're going to try to get to do some sawing, hopefully, unless something else crops up. You know what's more comfortable than a New Holland tractor? I don't. I love the thing. That looks about right. I don't have enough angle on it. It's a lot of sawdust. A lot of wet sawdust. And it is now raining. We got done what we needed though. I typically saw my 8/4 at 2 3/8 inches in pattern mode. I just saw a wasp go into my sawmill frame. We're going to kill him real quick. Pretty wide board here. This board is unusually dry. I can feel it with the sawmill. I got to slow down. This is an old walnut log. It's amazing what you can feel when you're sawing. And I got it. All right, one more. I don't know, did you ever want to just start selling plastic lumber made out of styrofoam? Them big old boards right there. Thing about live edge slabs, they just don't stack right. You just kind of got to get over the OCD part of it, knowing how much money they're worth. And that is one of the issues when you're actually working with them. They're irregular, they're like a football. Very difficult for equipment to hold on to. Very difficult for people to hold on to. That's a beautiful one. Actually, this log came off our property. We had a big lightning strike several years ago. This one saved our house probably because it intercepted the lightning. I actually watched it hit. We were out in the building watching a storm go by. And I just happened to be looking and I saw the big blue bolt just slam right into the tree and explode the side out of it. Our house wasn't but 20 yards away. I may not even sell the lumber on this one. I may use it for some of my own furniture that I used to make. Who's got time to make furniture these days? We spend all our time making pretty wood so other people can make pretty furniture. For all you people that brush this stuff on, don't. Spray it. It is starting to rain. Actually, it's been raining for the better part of a week. Tomorrow's worse than today. When we first got this forklift, we weren't sure it was a good idea. We were used to big, heavy, strong, massive wood moving machines. And it's like, this little bitty thing, what's it gonna do? Well, guess what? This little thing has revolutionized our lumber business. Ooh, that's why you wear safety glasses right there. That big gust of wind as that storm comes in. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, just blew all that sawdust out of that pallet right back on me. And it hit my safety glasses. Another thing people ask is, do we use weight packs in our air drying wood? No, we don't. We use the other packs as weight. That means that every now and then you got to kind of shuffle them, like, you know, as you're getting other packs out. Some that are looking bad or worse, you put them on the bottom and stack, you know, these many thousands of pound weight packs on top of them, or lumber packs. I mean, yeah, it would be nice if that thing went a little taller, but, you know, it was originally for our vehicles. We have smaller pallets that we keep as well. Sometimes you just need pallets. Put them over here. So I need that guy. We're ready to saw some more. Thanks for visiting our sawmill. Click on the links above to see more of our videos.